Thank you very much. Good morning, Jurgen. Thank you for your time.
Morning.
Shall I start off in the traditional fashion, just with any team news you may have?
No, which is good news. So nobody suffered any kind of problems, injuries, whatever from the last game, which would rule him out for the next one. And on the other side, nobody is close enough to return to the squad.
Sorry.
Some of your more
Gary,
regular,
can you repeat that? Sorry,
starters,
Gary,
Jurgen.
can you repeat that, please? We lost your sound for a second. Sorry for this second question. Yeah.
Obviously, nothing at stake really, Jurgen, with this game. Is it a chance for some of the senior players not to travel? Maybe one of the youngest ever Champions League lineups to start?
Our Champions League squad was already very young. We had 4, 5, 6 players, I think, involved in the squad during the whole campaign so far. And yes, they will travel, and then we will make decisions. So we have today one session. Yesterday we had a session already with the players, especially who didn't play in the Wolves game. And today, the one session we have together. And so I have still a few hours to make decisions. I will use the time. Analyze is not finalized yet, and that will all play a part in my thinking. And so we will see. You're right. It's the first time that we don't have to get a result at the last match in the group stage. The first time that we are first in the table already, and so we have to consider the general situation. That's clear. But we have to consider as well, it's Champions League, we are Liverpool, and we want to win the game. And all these kind of things, will lead in the end to a lineup.
Okay, Ian Kennedy, and then James from TalkSport, and then Carl Markham from Press Association. Ian next.
Hi, Jurgen. Just on that, as a manager, these kind of games don't happen that often in terms of the result not affecting the group. But as a manager, are you looking for certain things to come from the game, certain things that maybe you've worked on in training as a team or with individual players? Is that where the importance of this game, these kind of games, can come into play?
No different things, but our way. I want to see our way to play. That's clear. Whichever lineup we will have, it's clear for the boys what kind of football we want to play, how intense we want to be, how difficult to play we want to be for the opponent. So there are a lot of things I want to see, but that is pretty much what I want to see in all the games. And this game is not different. This game is only in one part different, and that it's we don't have to win it, because as Liverpool you usually have to win all the games. But we still want to win it, which is pretty much the better thing to do, and that's what I want to see. That everybody can see we go there and want to win the football game, and hopefully it will be difficult because Midtjylland is much better than the table shows. When you make the analysis, you see how good they are in the games, and they grew in the competition without getting points. But it's a strong group, and so it was difficult for Midtjylland. But I'm sure they will give us a proper fight, and we have to be ready for that.
And when you reflect on the group as a whole, Jurgen, you must be really pleased, because when those teams came out, it didn't look the easiest of groups. But if you win this game, you could get to 15 points, which I don't think Liverpool have ever done before.
Look, that's another reason. Apart from just wanting to win, getting 15 points is another reason. And we will, how I said, we will try everything. But we cannot completely forget the situation we are in. And the situation we are in means we play after that game on Sunday, after that game on Wednesday, after that game on Saturday. And I forgot now how many days we have in between. I think I heard now a second ago that in the next 22 days we play again 6 games. And my boys played in the last 22 days for sure, at least 6 games, if not 7, some of them. So yes, we try everything to be as good prepared as possible.
Okay, we go to James from TalkSport, then we go to Carl Markham from Press Association, and we have some visitors from Denmark on the call. So, but James first.
Jurgen, how pleased have you been and how encouraged have you been by how the young players have embraced the opportunities they've been given this season? You look at Kelleher at the weekend, another clean sheet, the likes of Curtis Jones, Phillips, Williams, a number of players have come in, and the results have still been really impressive.
It is. That's what you always look. I don't have to say it any different. We had some problems injury-wise. That's clear. We lost top class players to injuries, and then of course it's one door closed and another opens up, and that's how it is. But then you still need the right kids to use, or the right players to use the chance, and how the boys did it. And really, we can really go through all of them. What Reece Williams did so far in the Champions League is exceptional. What Nate Phillips did when he played Premier League was absolutely exceptional. Nico played now 2 really good games in a row, especially the last one was really good. Curtis plays like he played already like 10 years for us. Queef was always a talent. Now he got the chance to show that on the big stage. Used the opportunity, nice for him. So yes, without them we would have been lost, to be honest, without these boys, and thank God it worked out. It's the biggest part is obviously that they really are ready for it. They are the biggest reason for it, but Vitor, Majos and Matos and Pep Linders are really close to that group before they join us even, and so they were really well prepared, and that's good, and that's why we could use them in the way we use them.
Okay, so Karl Mark and Press Association, then we have Kenneth Christensen, followed by Kenneth Jensen, followed by Babatunde, and I think that's us for now, but we'll go to Karl first.
Hi, Jurgen. Can I just quickly check on Origi's situation? He wasn't in the squad on the weekend. Is he injured or...
No. No, Div is not injured, but obviously we don't have a lot of players. But our offensive options are in the offensive area. The options are better than in other areas, and so I cannot just bring 3 strikers or whatever, or very offensive players in the squad when all the things can happen all over the pitch. No, Div is in a good shape, but was not in the squad in the Premier League last time.
And at the other end, we've seen Kelleher keep 2 clean sheets. I'm just thinking, with Alisson still not available, do you have to protect Kelleher for this game and maybe bring in Adrian, as Kelleher has been your first choice?
Interesting. No, we will see. Lineup-wise, I don't make decisions, but it's now not usually a goalie. You don't have to change that often. And nobody told me anything different, that Queef should be ready again. So I didn't think about it, to be honest, but that's probably a good sign.
Okay. So 2 Kenneths. Kenneth Christensen first. Are you asking in English, Kenneth? Just so good, we don't need the headphones.
Yeah, my Danish is not good. So.
Okay, thank you. Jurgen, about Midtjylland, they got a result in Italy with 1-1, and they played a little differently with 3 central defenders. Do you have any thoughts about this?
Yes, in general, I have a lot of respect for Midtjylland, to be honest, because we played here and we were slightly lucky to win the game. And yes, they have now 1 point, but good performances, really good performances in the Champions League. We're unlucky in the games, and that's how it is with experience in the competition. You learn it the hard way. All of us learned it the hard way. But I think they should be really proud of what they did so far in the Champions League. And I know. They think in this moment, so we are the big chance for them, big name, but they expect us to make some changes, stuff like this. They have a home game, so they can go to 4 points, which would be a big one. It's from a financial point of view, winning a game in the Champions League is a big one. So, but the bad news from my side is we go there with all we have. So we try absolutely everything to win that game. We want to have 15 points, all this kind of stuff, but with all the respect for Midtjylland, and they didn't have to change their system, that I think a lot about them, because since Sunday I have nothing else to do than thinking about Midtjylland, and it's not finished yet. So we will be there, and hopefully we will be prepared.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kenneth. And then to another Kenneth, Kenneth Jensen. I hope I've said that right.
Jensen.
Right.
Yes, you said Jensen, right? He thinks did he say Jensen, right?
Jensen or Jensen?
Yeah.
There we go. Kenneth.
Yes.
Kenneth number 2.
No, it's Jensen. You're right.
Yes, thank you.
Good.
Yes, Ken.
Hi, Jurgen. Hope you're well.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Listen, my question is I wanted to ask you about the reforms in international football, because from Denmark, we're not used to seeing, let's say, so often Danish teams in the Champions League group stage. I was just curious with the way international football is going. Do you think there's still chances for the smaller teams to come onto the big stage? And do you see, like, I call it, being romantic with football, seeing a little team perhaps surprise a bigger team sometimes? Do you still think that's possible with the way international football is going?
Is there any change plan for next year or whatever? So if not, then it is possible. It was always possible. So how I understand it, it will be always possible. But you need to maybe overperform. I'm not sure, but that's how it should be. Champions League is Champions League, and European League is a wonderful league, to be honest. And it's really great. So if you qualify only for the European League, it's still massive and still big, and gives you you can collect and get a lot of experience in these kind of competitions. But then if you want to be in the Champions League, you have to be an absolute top. We struggle with qualifying every year for the Champions League. So it's that for a club like Liverpool, that's a proper problem if you don't do that. And because here are fighting 7-8 clubs every year for the 4 spots, and that's obviously, you cannot never be sure that you get there. So yes, it's for all of us the same. The place should not be granted, but it should be possible to qualify for the competition. And I think that is the case in the moment. Should it be easier from a romantic point of view? Honestly, I don't know. It's long ago that I was in that situation where I thought about that, but I think it's a very good competition how it is in the moment.
Brilliant, thank you. And final question in this section before the player comes in, Babatunde. I think if you could unmute, and then you're concluding our press conference with the manager.
Good afternoon, Jurgen.
Hi.
Congratulations for winning the best coach in world football by ESPN. But do you think you deserve it ahead of Hansi Flick, who won the Champions League unbeaten last season?
Sorry, I think we're going to have to get that again. I think the boss wasn't aware he'd been named best coach by ESPN. So, sorry, what was the second part of the question?
But do you think you deserve it ahead of Hansi Flick, who won it at the Champions League unbeaten with Bayern Munich last season?
If I think I deserve it more than Hansi Flick, who won the Champions League? No. But I actually, well, the only thing I can say about that, I was not involved in the vote. So I didn't give myself my own vote or something like that. I won the FIFA's Coach of the World last year. I'm pretty sure because we won the Champions League. So if I have no idea, you have to ask other people. I don't believe in these kind of individual awards for coaches, to be honest. In a moment when somebody starts to give awards to coaching staff, like a whole bunch or group of coaches, in my case we are 6 coaches, I'm the first to organize the party. But as long as I get these kind of things alone, I'm not very interested, to be honest. But anyway, great, and thank you very much whoever voted for me. And sorry, Hansi, probably you would have been the right one to get it.
Thank you very much,